row.
Good morning and welcome to the PPMA's half-hour wellbeing session with Lethem Green. I'm Kerry Nutley, I'm from Oracle, and I'm going to pass you over to the amazing Lethem, who will kick us off with today's mindfulness session. Lethem, over to you.
Oh, thank you, Kerry, and welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us this morning. And it's a big thank you to Kerry and her colleague Nicola, who for the last 6 weeks have been supporting these broadcasts very generously from Oracle, and it's the last in the series with Kerry and Nicholas. So, but goodbye and thank you, and I hope you'll continue to join us from time to time on our broadcasts as they continue. But a huge thanks.
Oh, thank you. I forgot it's our last day. There's me just thinking after 6 weeks this is going to go on indefinitely, and we have this little lovely catch up. So yes, thank you for that. Very kind.
It's very welcome, and it's much appreciated from us all at PPMA. And just a reminder, and Kerry will share that at the end in terms of the new link ready for Monday. So for those of you who are joining for the first time, many thanks for joining the session. And for those returning, a huge thanks for your continued support. Mindfulness in itself is really about the opportunity for reflection and appreciation of what we have in our life at this point in time. And it's great to be able to take you through and guide you through a 20 minutes session, just together, putting it out there and being appreciative for the life we have. So for those of you who are new, don't worry if you've never experienced it, because I'm going to, as I said, guide you through the next 20 minutes. And for those of you who are now seasoned practitioners, it's the opportunity to refine your practice and just collectively be here together and enjoy each other's company. So, what do you need in terms of mindfulness in the session? First of all, I always have a high-backed chair, as you can see. If you haven't got that today, don't worry, but it's useful to actually give us a little bit of support and guide for our spine as we're lifting through our spine, because this is all about being attentive, being alert, being present in the space. It's not about slouching in your chair, although that feels quite comfy to do from time to time. In this environment, that's not what I'm inviting you and encouraging you to do. But it's not about applying too much effort either. So it's just about applying the right amount of effort to be alert. So the chair helps. And if you need a bit of support behind your back because you're not used to that, then using a few cushions will help. Also making sure that you're able to sit on your chair with your knees at a 90-degree angle. So thighs flat and your shins and calves flat, so it provides this angle. So you might need cushions to lift you up if you're a little bit taller, and blocks to put under your feet if you can't feel the connection of the earth firmly underneath the soles of your feet. Then again, I invite you to think about that for future sessions if you haven't got that to hand. I always have a blanket to put around me. That helps if it's a little bit chilly, but also it provides some fabric to be able to support the backs of my hands, which will rest on the tops of my thighs. So palms facing upward. And that encourages the collarbone to be open, and therefore allows the chest to be expansive, because we want the chest to be free and easy as we're breathing, allowing the belly and the diaphragm to be soft, and all of those internal organs just to be sitting at ease. And then also, I'd ask if you would turn off your telephone, if you can, including don't have it on silent, because this is 20 minutes, half an hour of your time without distraction, and the whirring sound of your phone vibrating is not ideal necessarily. And this is an important time that you're committing to. It's as important as any other type of exercise that you'll be carrying out in your day-to-day life. And so 20 minutes, just giving yourself the opportunity to release and let go of all of the hurly-burly that will be around you and waiting for you in 20 minutes is really important. So never think this is a selfish activity. It's the same as anybody going out running, cycling, swimming, or walking. So it's vitally important to actually recharge and reboost your battery. So that's it from me for the time being. I'm going to ask you to begin with, we're going to join together and just do a little bit of physical warm-up, because it's important that you have this connection with your body and your mind simultaneously. So be mindful of your physical space. I'm just going to ask you to stand up, and we're going to start shaking out. So being mindful of the fact that you might just have woken up or got out of bed. I don't want you to overexert yourself, but equally this is a little bit more than just a gentle shake out. You're really feeling your body coming to life. I noticed this morning that my right thumb is feeling a bit strange. I don't know why that is. So I'll be less vigorous with my right hand, perhaps, than my left. As I move up to the elbows, I'm just allowing the hands and the lower arms to soften as we shake away. And then moving up to your arms, and imagining that you're allowing your arms really to fall away from your shoulders. The arms just falling off your body, which is kind of a strange sensation, but using and allowing gravity to do the work for you here. Perfect. It's exactly what I want to see. And just allowing the arms to rest and be soft by the side of your body, and already notice just that different connection that you have, perhaps. I can feel a tingling in my fingers that I couldn't before we started. So your feet are hip distance apart. Inside of your feet are parallel. Lifting through the legs. So there's no tightness in the knees at all. It's lifting with a beautiful extension. Just imagine that you're floating through the legs. The stomach belly area is soft. Arms soft by your body. And imagine that you're hanging yourself on a coat hanger. Yeah? So the shoulder blades come together and down the spine. So we're broadening beautifully across the collarbone. We're going to do a few circular motions with the shoulders. So lifting the shoulders up to your earlobes, bring the shoulder blades together at the spine and down. So we're just going to do 3 today. If you've got more time, then please do so, because this is often an area where we store a huge amount of tension. Now in the opposite direction, so the shoulder blades come together at the base of the spine, drawing them upward to your earlobes, so your shoulders are rising to the earlobes and down. So shoulder blades together, drawing them up the spine and down. Together, one last rotation, perfect. Feet still hip distance apart, and just allowing your body to swivel from the hips, and the arms are out freely. Breathing naturally through the nose, unless you're congested, in which case please feel free to breathe through the mouth. But otherwise, breathing in through the nose. Jaw is soft. Forehead is relaxed. 2 last rotations. Perfect. So arms still soft by the side of the body. Crown of the head extending upward to the ceiling. I imagine that I've got a cord coming from the crown of my head that's lifting me with lightness upward to the ceiling, and the feet are drawing into the floor. Feeling the earth beneath. So just one last adjustment. The shoulders being hung onto your coat hanger, shoulder blades drawing down the spine. Perfect. And it's taken this sense of lengthening and lightness back to our seat as I invite you to prepare for our mindfulness session. And this sense of warming the physical body is so important. And already I can kind of engage with it in a very different way than I could just a couple of moments ago, being aware and alert. I can feel, the blood going through the veins of my body, feet connecting with the earth beneath, hip distance apart, drawing through the legs, imagining you're drawing through the legs as I described, the sitting bones connecting with the cushion of the chair. And using the sitting bones to encourage a lightness and a lift through the spine. Backs of the hands resting on the tops of your thighs. And your belly is soft. And just breathing freely and naturally. Arms falling away from the side of your body. earlobes in line with your shoulders, and your nose in line with your navel. If you feel comfortable, just closing your eyes or taking your gaze down to a point on the floor in front of you. And just settling into your seat as you breathe in freely and breathe out. Noticing just how the breath is as you breathe in. There's no right or wrong way. There's just your own way of breathing in and breathing out from moment to moment. And if you notice your mind begins to wander, just always bringing your attention back to your in-breath. Focus with your in-breath and allow those thoughts, stories, or pictures that arise in your mind just to float away like a cloud in the sky or a bird that soars on the wind. No forcing involved at all. No judgment. And repeat that as often as these thoughts and stories and pictures arise as we sit together. It's a natural occurrence. But just because these arise doesn't mean to say your mindfulness practice isn't working. It's absolutely what will happen to all of us. And the power of the breath helps us still our mind, calm our mind. Focus with your in-breath and release and relax with your out-breath. Taking your attention, the skin across your forehead. Focus with your in-breath. Feel it softening and relaxing with your out-breath. The jaw is relaxed. The tongue is resting behind the bottom teeth. Tops of your shoulders are softening as we focus on that area of our in-breath and releasing with the out-breath. And just noticing the rise and the fall of the rib cage with each in-breath and each out-breath. Softening the diaphragm so it flattens as you breathe in and contracts as you breathe out. Flattens as you breathe in and contracts as you breathe out. Legs are soft. Feeling the connection, the soles of your feet with the earth beneath. Just bringing your attention to your breathing wherever you feel it. The fullness of your in-breath and your out-breath. Following the breath from your nostrils, through your nose, the sinus, the back of the throat, down your windpipe, into your lungs, down to the diaphragm. The full breath in. Now the full breath out, rising from the diaphragm, back through the lungs, the windpipe, throat, nose and nostrils. Breathing in. This is an in-breath, just as it is. And breathing out. This is an out-breath, just as it is. Breath is free. Focus with your in-breath and release and relax with your out-breath. Remember, there's no forcing here at all. There's no judgment about what you should or must do. It's really that sense of awareness in terms of whatever is arising at this moment is what's important to you. Breath is free. The jaw is soft. Now, as you connect with your body feeling, releasing with your out-breath, it's taking your attention to your heart area, bringing to mind someone who's important to you in your life, and picturing them as clearly as you can in your mind. Looking very carefully at them. And bring to mind how they'll be going around their day-to-day business. Whatever it may be. Potential emotions and feelings that would be arising in them as they live their life today. Just begin to draw a sense of love, kindness, and real compassion towards them. As you imagine this person being surrounded and supported by the love and kindness you sent to them. And it's so real that you can see it around this person. Softly and gently allowing yourself to send a message of love to this person by repeating yourself the phrase, "May you experience kindness." May you be safe and free of harm at this difficult time. May you be held in love and compassion. And may your troubles, whatever they are, be eased. Feeling that sense of love and kindness moving powerfully from you to them with each out-breath. Focus with your in-breath and release this sense of loving kindness with genuine extravagance on your out-breath. Feeling the love, kindness, and compassion flowing from your heart out to them. And with each in-breath, the energy replenished from the earth beneath your feet. Drawing inspiration with your in-breath and extending love and kindness with your out-breath. Now imagine this person you see so clearly is gazing back at you, returning the love and kindness and compassion they've experienced from you, returning it to them with the same level of intensity. So rest into this present moment as you feel your breath enter and leave your body. And the love, kindness, and compassion you receive from the person looking back at you. Breathing it in, nourishing your body with your out-breath. With absolutely no resistance here at all. Breathing it in, rejoicing in their love and kindness for you. Your mind is wandering, bringing your attention and focus back to your in-breath as you breathe in the sense of love, kindness, and compassion in the person you see vividly in front of you. Breathing in, you feel alive and loved. Breathing out, you feel a sense of brightness and joy. Breathing in, you feel a real sense of happiness and freedom. Breathing out, you sense love and kindness extending to everyone who has joined us this morning. And this loving person invites you to place your hand on your heart, feeling the beating of your heart under your hand. And repeat these phrases to yourself. Real intention as we deliberately say, may I be well. May I be happy and safe. May I extend kindness and compassion to myself. May my struggles and troubles be eased as you return your hand back to the top of your thigh. Your breath is free, soft and soothing. Focus with your in-breath and release and letting go with your out-breath. That's as simple as it needs to be. This is an in-breath just as it is. And this is an out-breath just as it is. This is an in-breath just as it is. And this is an out-breath just as it is. Because you are the carrier of love and kindness and compassion for yourself as well as for others. But starting with yourself. Being kind to yourself. And compassionate to yourself. Rest in it. Trust it. And embrace it. So now, right here, right in this moment, you can see yourself very clearly preparing for your day ahead. And around midday, you can check in and just remind yourself to be kind and considerate and loving to yourself. So you take a deep in-breath through the soles of your feet, right through the body to the top of your head. Draw the in-breath in, feeling the love and kindness enter your body. And with your out-breath, it will flood your body with love and kindness and joy. And then repeat again, drawing the in-breath from the soles of your feet. And flooding your body with love, kindness, and joy. Be grateful and appreciative of the life that you have. Embrace it. And the body that helps you live it. And just very slowly, a few breaths, to start to be aware of your surroundings around you. And gradually, and without forcing it all, just gently opening your eyes if your eyes were closed. And holding on for as long as you can the rest of the day to this sense of softness, calmness, and alertness that you've generated yourself through your practice this morning. And it's with a huge sense of love and kindness to everyone out there. But today, especially to Kerry and to Nicola and all at Oracle, a real sense of thanks and appreciation for their support for enabling me to bring these broadcasts to you for the last 6 weeks. And have a great weekend. I'm now going to hand over to Kerry, who will say goodbye to us and ready for the weekend. Kerry.
And goodbye for the last time. I keep forgetting that this is the last one that Nicola and I will be formally on. I'm sure we'll be here as participants, but it's going to be all over to Leatham. So just as some quick reminders, as always, we have Caroline Goyder speaking later on today. So if you'd like to join that, she's going to do a great talk at 12 o'clock. Regarding how to sound like the pilot of the plane in turbulent times. I think we could probably all do with some of that right now. And then, as Leatham says, because we are moving back and PPMA are going to be running Zoom now by themselves, you hopefully have seen the new registration. And obviously, if you need a copy of today's session, which was amazing as always, ppma.org.uk is where you can find that. So this is the last goodbye from me and Nicola, who I know has been participating on today's call. Thank you so much for the lovely kind words. Thank you as well to the participants, and some I know have been joining us every day. So thank you for that. We will be with you participating, I'm sure, moving forward, and keep being mindful and taking some time out, I think, to rest in what is quite dramatic an unprecedented time. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.